자, 이번에는 중국 게임 시장도 한번 확인을 해볼까요? 두 번째 발표로는 Pollard 스튜디오의 Chen Executive Producer님 함께 해주셨고요. 오늘 발표의 주제는 How We Create Narrative Game입니다. 자, 여러분 박수로 청해 듣겠습니다. Please come up to the stage, Ms. Chen. 네, 여러분 큰 박수 부탁드립니다.
Okay. So how about for the preview? So how about this one? Okay. Hello. Hi. It's shaking. Hi everyone. Good afternoon. Oh. Hi. So first of all, I want to thank you for the organizer to give me these opportunities. And I'm really happy to be here to share a bit of our production to you guys. So Karma the Dark World is our very first project. I'm not here to give you guys very expert advice, but I want to share something happened, gone through our development. I'm not usually do the formal talk like this, so I prepare a lot of papers. I need to hold it when I'm doing my presentations, because I want to remember everything. I don't want to lose any details I want to share today. So if you guys has any questions or confusing, please feel free to ask me during the Q&A or afterward. I'm happy to chat. Okay. My name's Chen. So I've been working in the game industry for over 8 years. But actually, yeah, I come from a film background. I studied film production at Philadelphia, the US. So while both films and games carried powerful narrative, powerful storytelling, but in my opinion, I think in the film, the audience only can watch the story unfold. But in games, players get to explore the worlds that the creators build. It brings much stronger emotions, at least for me. So in my early career, I worked some 3A titles with Ubisoft, like For Honor and The Division. I was also involved in few indie games before. So before I joined in the Pollard studio, so I think I both have the experience in large scale teams and also for the small teams. So right now, I'm the executive producer at Pollard Studio, which is basically means I'm in charge of pulling all pieces together to make sure the games gets made and launched successfully. I also lead the studio operations, helping guide our teams and our project in the direction we want to grow. Okay. Who we are. So these photos is our entire team. We took it on the lunch day this year. So we can see through the pictures, everybody looks generally happy. So Pollard Studio was founded in 2018. At our biggest, the team had around 20 people, and 16 is directly involved in development. We're based in Shanghai, and it's a fun thing. The Korean is also visa free to Shanghai, so everybody could visit our studio if you guys want. So except our audio director right here, he is based in LA. From our very beginning, our shared goal as a studio has been to create games with unique visual and narrative identity for players across all platforms. Oh, I forgot to. Sorry. Okay. So as a team, I'd say Pollard is not exactly a young team. Most of us have had experience working on a different kind of project before, and it's our shared passions and values that bring us together. Many of us are really into the literature and films. For example, our creative director, Mr. Yunhe Wang, who is actually sitting right here right now. Yeah, he's the person behind all the storytelling in Karma the Dark World. So feel free to give him a little bit clip. Okay. And since so many of us share the similar interests, we often watch film together in the studio or just hang out and talk about storytelling's ideas. Okay. Beyond shared interests, everyone in our studio shares the same goals, both for the team itself, but also the project we're working on. First, we believe in originality. The worldview, the story, and the vision style of the games all come from our own imagination. As a studio based in China, we don't want to limit it ourselves to content kind of themes or narratives. Instead, we want to create a world to speak to players globally. Okay. Second, as many of you know, if the team or project become too big, sometimes it will lead a lot of issues. It's hard to control. So for us, it's important that everything we produce is something we generally believe in and something that carries real emotional meaning. But I don't believe the small means low quality. We believe that even smaller scale games, whether in terms of playtime or budget or team size, can still deliver a powerful and high quality experience. Karma is proof of that. And finally, we hope the story can live on. We want to bring it to more platforms, more formats, and reach more people. Okay. Now I'd love to share a bit more about the product Karma the Dark World. Before that, I'm not sure if anyone played these games before or anyone heard of it. No, no one. Okay, actually, you guys can just search it on the YouTube or Google it. It's called Karma: The Dark World. Okay, what's Karma? So Karma is a first-person narrative-driven psychological horror game. But unlike the traditional horror, use focus on the shocks or scare, we aim to create something a bit different, something that builds tension through atmosphere and environment. The story is partly inspired by George Orwell's 1984. It takes place in a city controlled by Leviathan corporations. You can see the background is the Leviathan corporations. So on the surface, the city seems well organized, which has a clear social classes, but things aren't as peaceful as they appear. You play as an agent named Daniel. The daily job is using a special equipment that allow him to dive into people's mind, to explore their memories in searching of truths and clues and report back. But as the story unfolds, Daniel begins to realize that every path, every clue somehow lead back to himself and to a memory he doesn't even remember losing. So the game is already launched this year at 27th March. We developing for more than 4 years with size 20, and it's already on the PC and the PlayStation 5, and it's gonna be released on Xbox in following months in this year. So let's talk about a little bit art inspiration. Uh, some I'm not sure some of you already know what our inspiration comes from. It's from David Lynch's TV shows Twin Peaks. Most of us are huge fan of Mr. Lynch, even though he's not in the world anymore. But we always remember him and admire him. Yeah, beyond the film and TV shows, that art inspiration also comes from painters like Edward Hoppers and William Homshoy. So, because of the mind diving gameplay, players experience both real world and the memory world. The real world is cold, dark, and brutal, while the world inside people's minds shift and transform completely differently. They are more crazy and colorful and also a bit creepy. So for the creative inspiration behind the games, we want to explore the something deeper, the nature of being human. That includes emotions, imaginations, and the roots of both joys and pain. So in Karma, players are not just controlling Daniel, they are also observing him. You experience what he goes through, but you also step back and witness it. And the game is built around the idea of cause and effect, which is core of Karma. So every mission Daniels takes on, every achievement, every layers of memories explored, they are all the result of something his father set in motion long ago. That was the original cost. But at the same time, every move the players make, every decision became a new cost, one that will lead the future consequence, future effect. And because human nature is never black and white, every player might make different choices. Those choices had to lead different outcomes, and those outcomes create new cost. It's a loop. So for the music part, so our art director, Mr. Gen Li, he's also from China, but he's currently based in LA. All the music part and the sound effect is all created by himself. It's very incredible work. And he studied in Berklee College of Music, and thanks to his network, we're able to record several orchestras with much lower cost. Um, And all of the music in the games is completely original. Many of the sound effects were captured from real-world environment. We try to recreate sounds as close to reality as possible to give players a strong sense of immersion. But in the diving sequence, Gen also added a lot of destroyed sound layer, but still keeps the real recording underneath. That makes creates a feeling that both familiar and strange. So next part is environment art. We only have three environment artists in the team. For everything we created, we start by doing a lot of research using AIs. We looked into technology might have during the period, design styles, advertisement, poster card, even the type of plants that might appear in that time. And we wanted the world to feel believable. And even though the game isn't set in a real place, we try to reach it in a familiar and similar details. Um, we also stylized and refined elements to enhance the mood and storytelling. The balance helped us create a world that feels immersive, something you can really sink into, even if the setting is functional, but it still feel it could see it somewhere, somehow. So we got the reference about this diverse is from the Russia, and this is a equipment for the agent who is diving into the people's mind, and this is for the people's who is being diving into their mind. You can see a lot of needles and stuck into people's brain to searching their memories. It's hurt. So next, I love to walk you through how we approach a narrative part. So first, gameplay. So except Yunho Wang is handling the creative part, we have three designers in our teams. Once the script was in place, we started using structure is very familiar to the films. It's called three-act format. It helped us to create sense of flow. And then each gameplay part carefully designed to support the narrative. The puzzles are not just there for difficulty, but to move the story forward and keep the pacing smooth. I will show you guys some video recording from the games. Is that too dark for you? It's too dark? No? Okay. So in this video, the players need to upload collective evidence. We designed a system using ID card of different levels, each granting access to the security monitors. It allowed players to find the information they need. So you got different levels of ID card. This one is level C. And another one is level E. So you can see this corporation have a different classes system. So through this part, players slowly pieces together.
Those markings look deliberate.
The unfair treatment. Oh, sorry. Ooh. Oh. So through this gameplay, players learn that the world has stressful social classes, each with different access to resource and facing unique challenges in their daily lives and work. And another video shows a memory sequence of Rachel. Rachel is another character in the games.
Use that here. It can't be used. Come over here. Come here. Hey, you. Give us something good. Our daughter's belongings. Give them to us. Put my diary back here in the room behind me, and you'll find it. And bring it over.
So in this part, we call it picking, where players have to look through a small hole in the wall of her room, Rachel's home, Rachel's room. The hole is secretly curved by her parents, who will monitor her without her knowing.
Good afternoon, Miss Vise. I'm from the Winston Research Institute. We've sent many letters to your home address, but have yet to receive a response. Should we take it to mean that you decline our offer?
What? No, that's what I've always wanted. Forgive me, but could they have been sent to the wrong address? I haven't received a single letter from you.
Do not question us. When you've found one of the letters, sign it and send it back to us. However, if you continue to fail to respond, it will be taken to mean that you decline our offer. As spaces are limited, prompt responses are necessary.
Go to her room and bring it in.
Yeah, through this part, players slowly pieces together the unfair treatment Rachel had before she was into the Voice and Saw Bureau. And through her rooms, you searched everything. You start to realize just how intelligent, determined, and bright she is. And many players tell us they feel super angry and very sad for her because it's so unfair.
Good. Say.
You're not to leave.
Another one.
I'm close to bursting.
So all of those gameplays is will lead us to lead us to the narrative part. Okay, let's talk about the motion captures. The team has 2 animators and 1 character TDs. We almost hand-on in every step, making sure the story and the emotion we clear pass along to everyone involved. We didn't get any outsourcing on this part. We're doing the casting, auditions, script analysis, table reads, on-set participation. Also, we direct the performance, even we are the actor and actress during the motion captures. Yeah, for us, it wasn't just about recording movement. It was about bringing meaning story to those movements. And we took the same hands-on approaching with our voiceover. So we worked remotely with a small independent studio in UK. They are a long-term partner of Guns. And this is Regan, Gun Lee, over there. Even though we couldn't be here in person, we were fully involved throughout the process. Casting, auditions, script reading, analysis, and we remote recording use Zoom. And actually, we cross 3 different time zones: LA, UK, and Shanghai. That sounds incredible. So I'm not sure if anyone might curious, how did these few people to make this kind of games? So that's why I want to share how we build the workflow. The first and the most importantly is setting milestone. We planned out a big pictures roadmap for the entire project, including demos, betas, alpha, betas in each testing phases, and so on. At the same time, we broke the project down to smaller, manageable parts and set a clear goal for each stage together as a team. For example, the game is have 4 main chapters. Each chapter has multiple scenes, and each scene's made up several levels. Those become the build blocks of our milestone system. Next, come to pipelines. As a team, we really don't want to repeat the same task over and over. It's waste of time, and honestly, it burns people out. So instead, we sat down together and talked through everyone's workflow, not just within our own role and across department. We make sure each team members understand not only what they need to do, but also how they work connect to each others. From there, we build the production pipeline that works for this project. So that way, everybody know what's going on, what comes next, who to talk to when there's a problem, and how to keep things moving forward. And the next part is really important. It's testing. So we never want to make a game just to treat ourselves. If our goal is telling the story to all other peoples, then it has to go this way. So throughout development, we have testing at different stages. Sometimes that means different departments testing each other's work. Other times we invited industries, friends, players, or even people who never played games before. During our design process, I believe we all know sometimes disagreement will happen between designs. But it's okay. Testing always gives us answers we need. And the final one is tools. Since we talked earlier about setting up pipelines, it's important to have tools that support the workflow without needing endless back and forth conversation all the time. It's wasted time. But I want to say the tool need to fit your team. We look into a lot of project management tools out there, and honestly, most of them are too complicated for us. It have too many features. We even need have a lot of time to learn how to use it, or have a person to full-time manage it. That's unbelievable. So we choose something simple, just enough to meet our current need. But of course, if we going to do the next title, we're going to revalue the another project management tools to suit our next stage. So I'm not sure if I talking too much, everybody felt so tired. But, but it's okay, it's my final part. Okay. Which is what's the most important to our studio. Both for the studio and both for our creators. The first one, we respect every developer. Not for the single person on our team, just for their work they do, but we respect for who they are. We believe that people are complex, and we respect that. We encourage everyone to show up as themselves, to bring them full passionality, the personality, their way of thinking into the teams. Because only when everyone feels safe to open, so we can truly build goals that are for everyone. And next, we respect the individuals, but we also respect the workflow that connects those individuals together. To reach the shared goal, it's not just about talent, it's about respecting how the team functions as a whole, not pieces. And we also respect our own work. Every bit of effort, every piece we deliver, we want each delivery to come from real thought, not just something that feels good enough. Because for us, good enough is never enough. And finally, I want to talk about respecting the result. Throughout the developing karma, we give it all our skills, passions, experience with no regrets. And judging by the positive feedback we've received so far, it seems like all our hard work has really paid off. But even though karma hasn't reached as many people as we hope yet, we are committed to keep pushing forward, waiting for the day when everyone can experience it. So that's the story of karma and our team's journey. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the presentation. And now we will open up the floor. Due to limited time, I think we can only have one question from the floor. 네, 시간 관계상 저희 한 개의 질문 정도 받겠습니다. 혹시 질문 또는 공유하실 내용 있으시면 바로 마이크로 이동해 주시면 되겠습니다. Okay, so I see 2 thumbs up. So maybe that was a perfect presentation. Oh, thank you very much. So another thumbs up. Thank you. So please give her another big round of applause. 여러분 다시 한번 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. Thank you for the presentation.
Thank you. Thank you.
You may return to your seat. Thank you. 네, 고맙습니다. 이렇게 중국 게임 시장 만나보고 있는데요.